On this episode of Modern Greaser, I experience an intense desire to lift heavy things, wave American flags, and eat 10 pounds of beef jerky, all because I feel like the Vanimal you see behind me will think of me of a lesser man if I didn't. This is a 2007 Ford E350 Club Wagon, and this thing will make you want to buy a van. Oh yeah, it will force you to buy a van, because you know what? Some people used to think Dodgy Bonds were cool. Ooh, I want a Dodgy Bond. I mean, deep down inside, I still want a Dodgy Bond. They're pretty sweet. But this thing eats Dodgy Bonds for frickin' breakfast. Let me make that kick higher. This frickin' van eats Dodgy Bonds for breakfast. Yeah, that's because it's awesome. Just look at it. All right, so it has a 5.4 Triton engine in it, 5.4 liters, 5.4 wicked liter Triton in it. Now, some of you guys out there are wondering a little bit about the Triton motor. We know that the 4.6 is a tried and true motor with Ford. They've had it in all their Crown Vics and things like that. But the Triton motor, it had a little issues with the spark plugs where they could actually break off and fall down into the cylinders, which is a big no-no in fixing car land. And if you can get the spark plugs out of this without breaking, you're kind of in the home clear, and you can replace them without the plugs that break off into the engine. There's a couple little issues with the 5.4. It has some issues with the rubberized boots on the coils. There's actually a coil per plug, and they kind of get degraded, and then the boots start grounding out to the spark plug walls and things like that. So every engine has a set of bugaboos. This one has a couple little ones here and there, but boy, you can rack 300,000 miles up on a van like this, no problem whatsoever. This van is not only awesome, it does not only make you feel awesome, it wants to make you be more awesome. It makes you want to put on your best singlet and do some freaking chin-ups. This particular vehicle, used to be an FBI vehicle. The FBI used to drive this, and they'd stake out in this bad boy. Now, it didn't look like this when the FBI had it. It looks like this because it's had a 4-inch suspension lift, and it's got a ladder. So if you want to get on your ladder and do a little tanning, by all means. However, it is over 9 feet tall, so going through drive-thrus and going through the bank and driving under trees and power lines, it's a bit iffy, especially if you have your camera tripod cranked up to the max on top of the roof. This 2007 E350 has a 3-speed transmission with overdrive, and that overdrive gets at a whopping 11 to 12 miles per gallon. Yeah. This van has an Aluminous brand ladder on the side, and it has a Smitty-built rack on the roof. Now, that tire weighs a ton, but it sure looks awesome. It also cuts down a little bit on the fuel economy on it. People like their lifted trucks, but what's there not to love about a lifted van? You can put the big, fat, heavy-duty mirrors on here. It looks way more massive and way more cool. I think vans should be the next new craze, don't you? And they're affordable. Windows have been tinted on it. It actually has some N-Fab running boards on it that are nice and give it a good look. And we have XD series, and we have 285, 75, R17 tires on this bad boy. Now, it drives awesome. If you want to ride above the cars, this is how you do it. Because, you know, a pickup truck, it just doesn't look as masculine as this thing. This thing looks amazing. And I would have it nice and sparkly and shiny to go through the car wash, but I didn't really have much luck with that because it's so freaking tall. Hi there. Think this thing will fit? No. Okay. No. Getting a wash. It's over like 9 feet, so that's what I figured. All right, I'm gonna try to get out of here. All right, thanks. With the help of my handy dandy 100-foot tape, because I'm not sure how much we're gonna need, we are gonna check the overall measurement of this bad boy. Whoa! And we are with the tire right about 9 feet. So with my tripod, we are at close to 13 feet. Until the 9th grade, my brother and I would sit side by side, cheek to cheek in a 91 Dodge Ram van because it didn't have a back seat. Until we were in high school. From 2nd grade until high school, I shared the front seat with my brother. So needless to say, I'm not a big fan of vans. However, This thing is friggin' sweet. I don't know how you could not like something like this. When you drive it, you feel like king of the world. It is a monster, and it makes these lifted trucks look like little baby trucks.
The Vanimal.
Now, if you know anything about Dodgy Bonds used to bring racers' motorcycles to the tracks. They throw them back in the van, and when they got there, they're like, well, let's race our vans, because that's cool. We'll lower them, and they'll be awesome. Totally cool. This serves the same purpose, but on a different level, because it's massive, and it's crazy, and it's freaking a sweet gunmetal gray, and yeah, that is the factory color. Head crushers. This thing is a 4-inch action van lift with Bilstein shocks, 17-inch rims, and 33-inch tires. One thing that's nice about the engine on these is it's right here, right next to your knee. So when you accelerate, you can hear the gasoline getting sucked into the engine at a rapid pace because she likes a gasolina. But if you like anything about cars or machines, it's a great sound. I'd probably drive around with this thing with the radio off. I've ridden in this van many times, and I never really noticed that, and that's a pretty epic thing. It's just nice to hear the mechanical function of a car. Here's where the engine is, under the doghouse. So if you're worried about spending money on gas, having a bigger vehicle go down the road, well, just give up that gym membership and make your own van the gym. These look like handlebars to me. If you run out of seating in the back, you can always do the old-fashioned set up 2 foldable chairs and some ratchet straps. They ain't going anywhere. Strap them down like cargo. The big thing I want you to take away from this episode is that this van does not stink, and it is not crappy. This van does not stink, and it is not crappy. So if you have anybody out there that's like, ew, a van, reconsider, because this thing is all man. It's all muscle. It's all big and glorious, and you can keep your Prius that gets whatever miles per gallon. You need one of these that gets unlimited cool miles per gallon. This van is extremely modern greaser. It is cool and it's reliable. 2 things that you need. So go get you one.